Matt KENSETH back in the hot seat. The newest of NASCAR online racing series for kids. The trucks heat things up in Iowa. Some clean, hard-nosed battling from Iowa in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. You're watching the latest in racing news and entertainment with Episode 1 of Grinding Gears. Hello and welcome everybody to the first episode of Grinding Gears, your source for weekly motorsports news and entertainment. I'm your host, Brandon Krutz. Starting off this week's episode, Matt KENSETH adding 10 more races to his 2018 Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series schedule for Roush Fenway Racing. The organization announced last Wednesday on June 13th, according to the NASCAR website, that KENSETH will pilot the number 6 Ford for a 4-week stretch that includes Kentucky, New Hampshire, Pocono, and Watkins Glen. He'll also be behind the wheel at Darlington, the regular season finale of Indianapolis, as well as playoff races Dover, Martinsville, Phoenix, and Homestead Miami Speedway. The team also released notes that additional races for Matt KENSETH are still under consideration. Also in the news for Wednesday, June 13th, NASCAR and iRacing releasing further details about the first ever esports competition focused on attracting and identifying young talent on the virtual platform. The E-NASCAR Ignite Series will serve as the official racing league aimed at growing NASCAR's evolving prominence in the esports landscape. The series will establish a creditable point to entry into real-world racing for young, diverse audiences for a reduced cost. The schedule for this series goes as follows. Looking at it now, looks to be Charlotte Motor Speedway, Legends Oval, Dobson Speedway, South Boston, Atlanta Motor Speedway, Legends Oval, Brands Hatch Road Course, Las Vegas Motor Speedway, Bullring, Myrtle Beach Speedway, and Langley. Those are the qualifier races. The playoff races for this series go as followed: New Smyrna Speedway, Irwindale Speedway, Texas Short Track B Road Course, and Stafford Motor Speedway. The final shootout for this series will be run at Martinsville Speedway. All races will be performed on the iRacing service in the Virtual Legends car. More information regarding the E-NASCAR Ignite series, visit iRacing.com/NASCAR Ignite. Moving all the way to Saturday now, it would be the NASCAR Truck Series kicking off the weekend at Iowa with Harrison Burton leading the field into the green flag with his first ever NASCAR National Series pole. It would be good racing all throughout that race, with a few minor incidents here and there up until lap 35, a wreck taking out the top contenders. Matt Crafton, Ben Rhodes, Stuart Friesen, and John Hunter Nemechek all involved in wreck. After contact with Matt Crafton and Stuart Friesen, Crafton ended up cutting a tire and wiping out the other 3 drivers. Stuart Friesen, out of those 4 drivers, would end up with the best finish of 9th, though with a damaged race truck. The race would come down to the last lap. Brett Moffitt out front at the drop of the white flag, with Noah Gragson behind him. Gragson tries to go for the slider down out of turn number 4, but couldn't make it stick. Ends up putting himself into the outside wall. Brett Moffitt would come home with the win. It would be the NASCAR Xfinity Series taking center stage here this weekend at Iowa, with the Cup Series being off. Good racing all around, and some really good, close, hard action all throughout this race, with just a few minor incidents here and there. Justin Allgaier and Christopher Bell had their fair share of battles all throughout this race for the lead, but in the end it would be Justin Allgaier coming home in pure domination. Allgaier would win Stage 1, Stage 2, and come home with the overall race victory in Stage 3. With this win at Iowa Speedway, that will be Justin Allgaier's second win of the season, now has 7 top 5s and 9 top 10s. We'd like to thank all of our partners and especially our fans for their ongoing support over the last couple of years. For the latest news and updates, please be sure to visit primetimерacing.tv or follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Thank you everybody for watching this week's episode of Grinding Gears, and we'll see you next week.